Well, one of the big issues this election will be the rising cost of living. As grocery prices soar, a survey of food banks has found demand is growing rapidly and they're struggling to keep up. Our reporter Zane Small looks at how they're coping.
The New Zealand Food Network feeds 500,000 people a month. A non-profit set up during COVID, it distributes surplus food to 58 charities or food hubs across the country. Apples like this rejected by supermarkets.
A lot of this product that we get from one of the big supermarket chains, it's damaged, boxes as you can see, coming towards end of shelf life. It's still perfectly good product.
But demand for food parcels just keeps going up.
It's actually quite concerning. A lot of the food hubs are really struggling to meet the demand, and we're doing the best that we can here to keep up with the support levels that's required.
In March, food prices were up 12.1% on last year. The biggest rise, fruit and veggies, up 22%. And it's pushing food banks to their limits. A new survey has found demand for food support has risen 165% since COVID hit. And for some, it's even higher. The South Auckland Christian Food Bank saw demand rise 350% during COVID, and it hasn't come down.
That, to me, is a pretty sad indictment on where we're at as a country at this moment. It's not good.
About 20% of those who need Ian Foster's charity are working people. We hit the streets of the CBD tonight to find out how people in Auckland were coping.
You worry about, what you're spending at the supermarket each day.
Bread's gone up a bit, and something stable for us has gone so high.
Auckland City Mission was also part of the survey, and they've been around for about 100 years now. So if they're seeing demand for food parcels soar, it says a lot about the times we're living in.
So what we're seeing, Zane, is an increase on top of an increase after years that have been impacted by COVID. So for example, our February of this year was our highest demand ever.
Demand these food banks are doing their very best to fill, one box at a time. Zane Small, Newshub.